Welcome to part 2 of our EduCities webinar. In part 1, we have introduced you to the Connect model and learning approach, and we have highlighted how the Connect web platform will work and the tools associated. In part 2, we will now look at the learning cycle and themes and topics and roles and tasks for facilitators. Interaction is a key element of connected learning. You have to keep in mind that connected learning is a collaboration. As such, learners come to you as a facilitator to help them achieve their goals. Connect is based on having the support of a facilitator, which means a learner will not be alone, searching and deciphering the information. Not only is the facilitator there to bring a strong support to the learning experience, but there is a whole community that is there to back them throughout the project. In order to help learners bring their projects to fruition, facilitators will provide practical ideas and information to the learners while also encouraging exchanges within the online community. The facilitator is like a coach for learners, helping them find the relevant information and applying it to their personal projects. Connected learning is not about delegating the creative process to the facilitator. The learner is a co-creator of his project, and he or she will be active in the entire process. Being connected to a community of experts and beginners, the learner has access to a variety of experiences, knowledge and help in order to better the outcomes for their own projects. They express their interests, decide the orientation of their project, and what goals they want to set. As a facilitator, your job is to help them achieve these goals. To help this process, the connected learning space is not compartmentalized. Learners have access to a wide variety of experts, beginners, other learners, and facilitators. The Citizenship in Our Global Society theme aims at helping the learners participate in the world around us, challenging the norms, bringing people together with ideas. This theme includes social justice, politics, history, urban planning. The second theme, Being Good at Life in the 21st Century, will tackle questions relating to the day-to-day life in the 21st century. For example, you can find topics like cooking routines and menus, schedules, financial management, time management, nutrition, and ergonomics. Form and function focuses on understanding the way something is made and will cover product design, graphic design, architecture, 3D printing. Technology is based on making the knowledge society and learning how to use the digital tools efficiently and will cover coding skills or building mobile apps. Finally, career, personal and professional advancement will help you set goals and knowing what steps are necessary to achieve these goals. It is centered on self-management, social skills, communication, and project management. The definition of a facilitator refers to a person or a tool that makes something especially easier. It is someone who helps to bring about an outcome such as learning, productivity, or communication by providing indirect or unobtrusive assistance, guidance, or supervision. In a few and simple words, a facilitator is someone who helps a person or an organization to do something more easily or find the answer to a problem by discussing and suggesting ways of doing things. There are different roles to being a facilitator. As a motivator, from the rousing open statement to closing words of cheer, you ignite a fire within the group. You establish momentum and you keep the pace. As a guide, you know the steps of the process the group will execute from beginning to end, and you carefully guide the participants through each step in turn. As a questioner, you listen carefully to the discussion and quickly analyze comments to formulate questions that help guide a productive group discussion and challenge the group when appropriate. As a bridge builder, you create and maintain a safe and open environment for sharing ideas. Where other people see differences, you find and use similarities to establish a foundation for building bridges to consensus. The clairvoyant role allows the facilitator to be attuned to signs of strain, weariness, aggravation, and disempowerment, and to respond in advance to prevent dysfunctional behavior. As peacemaker, although it is generally better to avoid direct confrontation, should it happen, you step in quickly to re-establish order and direct the group towards a constructive resolution. As taskmaster, you are ultimately responsible for keeping the session on track. This entails tactfully cutting short irrelevant discussions, preventing detours, and maintaining a consistent level of detail throughout the session. The praiser. At every opportunity, you should praise participants for good effort, progress, and results. Praise well, praise often, praise specifically. The result that you should strive for as facilitator is that participants achieve a mutual understanding through discussion and exchanges, that their contributions are considered and included in the ideas, solutions, or decisions that emerge. Participants take shared responsibility for the outcome of the project. In addition, a facilitator ought to ensure that outcomes, actions, and questions are properly recorded and actioned and appropriately dealt with afterwards. In working with community members that may have had negative experiences of facilitation and engagement within learning environments in the past, it is important that their voices are included and that they can feel that their voices are included. The facilitator should meet the learner in their own environment. All barriers should be analysed and where possible removed to allow the learner and the participant to engage more thoroughly. Progression should be understood and discussed between facilitator and participant to allow for clarity in terms of the steps in the learning pathway. The facilitator should employ innovative and empowering methodologies to allow the learner to stay involved and to buy in to the learning process. Other learners within the group should be offered as mentors, and peer mentors allow for the participant to feel fully included within the learning pathway. It is also important that the facilitator recognizes the need to increase diversity across the connected learning spaces, and that the benefits for the learner are clear from the outset.